Well, here we go. Here's your lovely new caravan. So, what it is today, I'm going to give you your handover. So I will talk you through all the features externally on the van, and then I'll talk you through all the features inside and how you operate everything. If you have got any questions at any time, please feel free to stop me and ask away. The whole thing of today is I'm not going to make you an expert in using your van today, but I'm going to give you enough of the basic knowledge so you can go out and start enjoying yourself in it. And the more time you spend with it, the more your confidence will grow in operating everything. But as I say, we'll go through everything today. So, well, you've obviously got a caravan, so you are a caravaner anyway.
Yeah.
So everything should be similar. But as I say, if there is anything to talk about you're a bit confused, please feel free to ask away. So, I'll start at the very front. You've obviously got your lovely stabiliser hitch on the front, which is your grease-free, paint-free tow ball. But are you towing yourself?
No, not really.
No. Well, as I say, I'll talk through it. It may not apply, but I'll give you the information anyway.
I'll probably tow it maybe next year.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, all it is with these stabiliser hitches, you just need to make sure it's grease-free and paint-free. Below, we've then obviously got your main hitch. Then we've got your good old lovely breakaway cable just below it. Handbrake is as easy as handbrake on, handbrake off. So it's as simple as that, no ratchet or anything. And then obviously we've got your jockey wheel, winds up and down, and obviously raises and lowers on the side. And then the 2 pins, one for your lights and then one for your power as well.
Right.
Okay, do you understand the difference between the 2 leads?
Well, that one for the car,
Yeah.
that one for the driver, isn't it?
Yeah, what it is this one will power your lights, so it will do like side lights, your indicators, your brakes and everything. What this one does is power your fridge inside, and it will also run the battery charger, so when you're driving down the road, it's recharging up your leisure battery when you're driving along.
How would I get that off?
Take it off
No,
totally.
serious? Yeah. How would I get it off?
What you can do is drop your legs down on the front,
Yeah.
and then literally raise this up and keep winding it down, and eventually you'll reach a point where the pipe will drop out the bottom. If you imagine the 2 sections are separate. So then you can lift this top section up, and then you just take the wheel section out from underneath.
Right.
Okay?
It's only because if I use that long bar, what I've got to do, I've got to put the long
Yeah. Yeah.
Why put them into it? I've got a little train and put them in the plate, 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Bricky there, not bricky there, so when the sky dish.
Ah, yeah.
You get
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, so all you need to do is lift the pole up, so it's just at the top up here, tighten it back up, and then literally just wind this down, and the pole, the bottom half of the pole will just literally drop out the bottom.
How
And then
many
you can take
poles
the
do
2
you
sections
load
out.
here?
And then obviously vice versa, if you do ever want to put it back in, all you do is drop this in the top, pop that back in the bottom, and then just wind this until it grips onto the thread, and then you can just wind it back up, and it's in operation now. Okay?
Yeah.
So, moving to the gas cupboard on the front. So, we've got your leg winder, and also your wheel brace as well, for your wheel nuts. So they're inside there. Then we come over, we've got your gas bottles, which will sit in here. George has already given me your pigtail, so I will attach your pigtail in here for you. All pigtail is just the section of pipe which comes to here, which you can attach to your bottles.
Yeah.
All it is, this is just a demonstration pipe for our mains gas supply.
Yeah.
So I will fit your pipe in, so all you need to do is just attach it to your bottles.
Right.
That's it. For the gas on and off, it's just simply on and off on your bottles. There is a gas shut-off valve on the back here by the regulator. This is more there for when the gas safety check in your van. So I wouldn't really switch your gas on and off via that. I would just literally switch it on and off via your bottle.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
That's about it for the front end, unless you've got any other questions.
No,
What
no.
number am I on?
Perfect. So we'll move down to the side. So, first piece we come across is your external gas barbecue point.
Yeah, I've lost it.
External gas.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is an external gas supply. George has put the fitting in there for you. All it is a little metal pipe. You fit your gas pipe on the end to whatever you want to run, whether it's a gas barbecue, a burner or anything. And then all you simply do is push it up inside there. That releases it, you can turn that, and then that's running off your gas supply.
Right.
We still going?
I think so.
I know.
Oh.
Don't tell me I've touched something I shouldn't have.
That's alright. There we go.
There.
We just zoomed it in, that was all. So yeah, so this is your external gas barbecue point on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, next one down is your water inlet.
Right.
Now for your water inlet, it's held in by the lid. So when you want to remove it, all you need to do is push the lid all the way back to the caravan and then just simply pull it off. And it's as easy as that. And then on the bottom, you've got your water pump on the bottom. So all it simply do is just drop it inside your Akerol, and then very simply just push it into the hole, and you'll see the lid will start coming down. Push the lid the last of it, and that's it, it's locked in place then.
Okay.
Okay, but here's the main thing to remember: when you want to remove it, just make sure you push it all the way back, because we do tend to replace quite a lot of these where people snap them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and then obviously your front legs, 2 front legs are both on the side of the caravan, vice versa on either side.
No, you can get to it from the
Yeah, you can get to it from the side, yeah. So your 2 front legs, yeah, both on the side there for you.
Yeah.
So, next one down. This vent here is for your water boiler. So your water boiler will run on gas, electric, or gas and electric at the same time. Anything to do with gas, you need to remove this cover. If you're running on electric, you can leave the cover on. But if you're running on gas, you need to remove it. But I'll show you the controls inside, so it will make more sense when I'm inside for operating on gas and electric.
I'll probably need to use an electric all the while.
Yeah,
Because they're on electric up there and we pay for that.
yeah. The main thing is with, as daft as it is with caravans, 9 out of 10, well, most caravans are designed to run on gas first and electric second. But what it is, all us caravanners will use the electric because we pay for the electric on site. But it's good to have the knowledge of how you run your systems on gas.
Yeah.
Say you're on a site and they have a mass power cut.
Yeah.
You're not the ones running around flicking through the manual thinking, oh, how do I switch everything to gas? You're confident, you know how to turn everything over. So you can chuckle when everyone else is running around in the dark with no heating on or anything. You know how to switch everything on. So it's just it's a good art to know.
Right.
So we've got your fridge vents here. I've already fitted your winter covers on for you. So obviously when it comes to summer you can remove these, but I would leave them on for the winter time. All it is, it improves the operation of your fridge. Because as daft as it is, if your fridge gets too cold, it won't work properly.
And what do you do?
All you simply do is just unscrew them so that it sits crossways, and then you can simply just remove them. That's as easy as that. So you just need a little flathead screwdriver just to turn them to release them.
Right, that's what
But as I say, I've fitted them on already so they're on and ready to go for you.
Okay.
Next one down, oh, hang on, lost the trolley. Next one down, obviously where my bucket is your 2 waste outlets.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's obviously where your waste master or your waste pipes to a drain will fit in,
Yeah.
depending on your pitch.
They're running now.
So, next one down, obviously got your flush tank for your toilet and your toilet cassette below. Have you had a flush tank? Did you have a flush tank on your old
Yeah.
one? Yeah, so you're happy with the pink solution and the water in the top. And then obviously below us here
You have to lift it. Right.
is your lovely toilet cassette. To release your cassette, all you do is just lift up the yellow and then it'll just slide straight out.
Yeah.
Okay. Main thing to show you up here is the drain off. To drain this tank out for winter time, it's just this little rubber bung here. So all you'd simply do is just pull that bung out, put a jug or a container or something underneath it, or you can even tip it directly into there, and that will drain all the contents of this tank down.
Right.
And then all you need to do is go inside and just flush the toilet until the last out of solution's out. Once all the solution's out, you're set and you're ready to go for winter.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And as I say, this just nicely slides in and then locks in place with the yellow clip on the bottom there. That's it. As easy as that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
There you go. Every
Right,
day's a
what you
school
learn,
day.
someone knows.
Every day's a school day. Right, so if we'll go back. Normally I'd walk you around, but I'm a bit overrun because we've got Santa here. They've had to take everything from right at the back of the showroom, so it's all the kid in here instead.
Santa.
Yeah, Santa's here.
Is he here today?
Yeah, he's here today. I keep asking him for a Ferrari, but he's not delivered it yet.
Will you tell him to stop telling her he wants many presents?
I must be on the naughty list.
Oh yeah.
So, not much too exciting round the back. Obviously, your 2 rear legs are both on the back end of the van.
Yeah.
Other than that, there isn't really much too exciting. Would be your number plate, but you're not towing it, so it'll be my number plate on there when I'm delivering it to you. So, next one round, we've got.
I don't know
So,
much to a caravan.
this is your cupboard underneath your bed.
Yeah.
So it's dual access. You can access it internally or externally. Now there is an awning inside. We have left it in there, but obviously there's no guarantees or anything with it.
Yeah.
It's literally it's in there, so I've left it in there.
Yeah.
So can have a look. Fingers crossed it's in a nice, nice working order and everything for you.
I hope for that.
So, next one down. Obviously got your leisure battery, and then your mains 240 hookup. So, brand new leisure battery Jules has fitted it in, ready to go for you.
Right.
And then obviously for your electric hookup, just simply clip it in, and then obviously just close it up. We just leave it open for the demonstration purposes.
Yeah.
Are you happy how the 12 volt and the 240 system works?
Yeah.
Yeah. The main thing is, as long as you've got this plugged in, you know that this battery's been recharged up.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So, come to your wheels next. Now the main thing is, I know you said you're not towing it, but especially if it's been sat for a while, what you need to do before you set off is check your wheel nuts. So, I'll do the wheel nuts for you today. It's 110 Newton meters for the wheel nuts. It is inside your manual, inside. Obviously we've got a torque spanner, so I'll use that to torque your wheel nuts up today. If you haven't got one, just use your tyre iron that's in the front there, and all it is really is just make sure your wheel nuts are tight. That's all it is. Especially with caravans, they're left, new tyres. With caravans, they're left for periods of time unattended. You don't know whether anyone's being silly and loosened off a couple of them. And believe me, for something that takes 10 seconds, gives you a lot of peace of mind when you're towing it down the road.
Right. You don't think that one.
No, it's something easily that's missed. So, keep coming down. Then we've got an external 240 socket. So you've got an external power source. So when you have got the awning up, you can plug in an external stereo or external lighting or anything additional on the outside. So,
Were they just 2 tyres or 3?
third one's underneath.
Oh, boy.
So, the third one's in the cradle underneath here. So all you do is unscrew this nut on the end,
Yeah.
pull that rail towards you, it'll drop on the floor, and then you can drag the whole thing out, and there's your other spare wheel underneath the bow for you.
Right.
Fingers crossed, you never need to get them out, because it's not a 2-minute job, put it that way. It's certainly not an F1 pit stop, but... So, for your door, you have got the lovely little catch below, so you can lock the door in place. It's a good thing to show, especially the little ones. Make sure you show them that they have to release the door from the back.
Yeah.
Because again, we replace quite a lot of these. We do replace quite a lot of these where people have just ripped them off.
Please come in.
Go on, we can jump inside now anyway, so that's a bit timing.
Shan, come here.
Go on, after you. It's right, that's my next handover, so that's my next van appearing.
Really?
Yeah, I got another one after.
What do you reckon, Shan? Bit better, is it?
So, here we go.
Is this a posh caravan or what?
It's lovely.
What? What do you reckon?
They're like 5-star hotels on wheels.
That's a real bed. Don't sit in it.
The caravan what I wanted.
I know it's caravan you
You
wanted.
put your rubbers on your shoes.
Don't sit on the bed then.
Look, that man's got it.
I'm in and out of workshop, so God knows
Yeah,
what's on the bottom of my
sit in
boots.
bed if you want.
It's easier to...
Or sit here, wherever you want to sit.
I just need to go underneath that cushion.
Oh.
That's the only thing.
Sit on the bed then, Mary.
Right. So, if I start under here. So, inside here, this is your hot water boiler. So it's a 10 litre hot water boiler. Main thing to show you, see the little yellow tap that's sitting flat at the minute, this one here?
Yeah.
Oh, to drain the system, all you need to do is just simply lift that up so it's sitting straight up in the air.
Right.
What that will do, that will drain all the contents of this tank and virtually all your pipe work around the van. All you need to do is just open up your taps and your shower just to get the last residual water out. Once it's all drained out, you're set for winter then, and you know there's no water in the pipework that's going to freeze up in the winter.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
It's a stop for, you know, when you pull your bed out,
Yeah.
it just sits over the top,
I'm going to the bed.
so it locks it in place. Yeah. You've got the front, that's a double bed as well. So you've got your double bed at the back, and then what you've got here is this lovely set of runners. So you pull this all the way out to the end, then you position these 4 cushions, so these 2 on this side, these 2 on that side, and that what makes up your double bed at the front end as well. Or you can simply have it as 2 single beds. So it's up to you which way you want it. And the good thing with these Baileys, you get a good solid end on the end of your bed. Where on some of them you only get the little tiny slats, so you have to be careful when you sit on the end. Where on these ones you've got a good solid wooden section to sit on.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have got an onboard water tank. So underneath here
Yeah.
there is an onboard tank. In the very top corner are the levers to change it over. So, you see the lever on the back, and then there's another lever just down the side here. Can you see them two?
Yeah.
So at the minute, I've got them both facing outside.
Yeah.
So when they're both facing outside, what that's doing is drawing in the Acarol, coming straight in and going direct to your taps.
Yeah.
But when you want to, if you want to use the onboard tank, there is a lovely diagram. So don't worry, you don't have to remember this bit. Underneath here, pull the door down. There's a lovely diagram on the wall here, which lets you know how to change them. So at the minute, I've got them both facing out. So that means I'm drawing on the Acarol. If you want to fill, so this is to van taps to onboard tank. All you simply need to do is change the the closest one, inwards. And then
this one here.
the one closest to the wall.
That one.
Yeah. If you turn that one round, then what that's doing, it'll draw the water out the Acarol and fill up your onboard tank. Once your tank's full, it will shut off.
Right.
But then to draw out of that tank is turn the other one round the other way.
To draw it out.
Yeah, to draw out of that tank.
I think that's only used if you have a shower and that in, isn't it? Like,
It's only just your water supply, so it depends. What some people tend to do is they will fill up their onboard tank, so they know then when that Acarol's empty, they can just turn that lever round and then draw off their onboard tank rather than going to refill up another Acarol. So it's up to you. Some people use the feature, other people don't. So it's up to yourself really if it's something on there. But as I say, don't worry too much about remembering that. The diagrams are on here, so it's nice and easy. You can remember how to change it.
Press the button and open that door.
Right. Next one we'll come to. We'll do your main controls next to your door now. So on this one here, they are all labelled up quite nicely. The main one is your master 12 volt here. So if I flip that, it switches all the power off, apart from, if you notice, your two front lights. So them two front lights are directly wired into the main supply. So if I went and pulled out that mains cable now, them two lights will go out. So when you've got it on site and you want to go out for the night, if you want to switch all your lights off, you'll have to manually switch off them two lights. Right. To manually do that, there is a switch just at the bottom on the lights there. Okay? But for the rest of it, as I say, all you simply need to do, flip the switch, and that'll light up all the 12 volt system. Right. Okay? Next one across, 12 volt interior lights. So rather than, I've got all the lights switched on at the minute, so there is individual light switches around the van, but obviously because I've got everything switched on, when you flip this 12 volt switch, it switches all the lights on because I've got everything switched on. Next one, gas box light, so that's just the little light that's on the tow bar on the front.
right.
Then voltage, if you hold the voltage one down, it does show on the gauge up there and it will show you the voltage of your leisure battery. Okay, next one across, your water pump. So simply, water pump on. As you're here now, your pump's not running because I've already pressurised and set your system up. Okay, the only time it'll run now is A, if you're asking for water through the tap, or B, if your water has run out, that water pump will keep running until it's got water there to pressurise back up the system. Okay, next one down, awning light. So obviously this is your external light for outside. And then that's it, then we're back to your master switch there.
Right, yeah.
Okay. What should we do next? I'll do your alarm system next. Starting on, these are hot outside. So, you have got an onboard alarm. So you've got a tilt sensor as well as a motion sensor internally.
A tilt sensor, that's...
So that's a tilt sensor, so if you've got your van on a site and you set the alarm, if anyone lifts your van up in the air, your alarm will go off. And then the motion sensor's internally, so if anyone breaks into your alarm, it will trigger off the alarm system.
But you've got dogs, so you can't use it.
Aye.
You've got dogs, so you can't use it. The dogs will set it off while you're out.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've got the dog in here, I certainly wouldn't pitch a caravan with a dog in it, I know that much.
Only a poodle.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's more the sound that'll scare him off than anything else.
She lets you know.
Now, for your alarm, don't worry, inside your manual, they have printed you off loads of sheets with all the instructions on it. Yeah. But I'll just give you the basics for now. To set the alarm, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4, and F.
1, 2, 3, 4 and F. And that alarm set.
You'll hear it beeping now. Once it stops beeping, that's the alarm set. To deset the alarm is 1, 2, 3, 4, C.
Yeah.
And that
That's
cancels
good,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice and easy, nice and easy. The only other thing that's slightly different with this alarm system, you need to charge it up. So whereas normally the battery will run off the leisure battery. It doesn't on this model of Bailey. What it is there's a plug lead in there. All you do is round the back. So if you go round the back of it underneath the cushion, there's a little port. You just plug it in, and then you just run the lead and plug it into any of your 240 main sockets in the van to charge it up. To check the battery condition is 4F. No, 4C. I'm lying. So,
4C.
no, is it 4C or 4F? Hang on, behave. No, it is 4F, I'm lying. So, 4F, leave it, and then listen to the beeps. Oh, beep, will you? Six. So 6 beeps. That battery's got 6 months worth of life in it.
Right.
So it's as easy as that. So the amount of times it beeps
Yeah.
is how much life's left in the battery. 1 beep is a month. Okay? So it's an easy way of checking. And then obviously all you need to do to charge it in, as I say, plug that lead in. I'll show you where the lead is. Plug it in, and then obviously just if you're going out for the night, just leave it charging up, and then just keep an eye on that battery loss. But as I say, you don't have to remember all that. I'll show you the manual and everything afterwards and show you where all that information is in there for you.
Yeah.
Okay? So, now the next thing I'll talk about is your water boiler. So, the only thing you can do any damage to is this water boiler. So, you've got the gas controls on the top and the electric controls on the bottom.
Yeah.
The electric one's as easy as press it off, that's it on. As simple as that. What it is with the electric, that water boiler will heat up to about 60-70 degrees.
Yeah.
And that's it. But what it is if you switch that on without having any water in this boiler, it's like boiling your kettle at home without the kettle. Well, like boiling your kettle without having any water in it. So what you need to do is make sure when you're leaving, is just make sure you've knocked that off.
Right.
And then when you come back to your van, make sure you've pulled all the water through. So you've run the cold tap, then slide it over, fill the hot tap. When you've got the hot tap running, as long as you've got constant running water like that, that means that boiler's full of water. So once you've got that running water there, obviously then you can do your bathroom sink and also your shower head as well. Once you've got that pulled through, you can just simply come here and switch your water boiler on.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as that. For the gas, all you do is just simply turn the grey collar on the outside down to the flame, and then you'll see it'll light up with a little green light inside of there. And that's when you know that it's on the gas.
So,
For the gas, what the difference is, it's thermostatically controlled. So you can turn your hot water as low as 30 degrees and also turn it up as high as 70 degrees. So the main difference between the gas and the electric is that the gas, you're in control of the temperature. Where when it's on electric, it'll just heat it up to 70 degrees. So I've got 2 little nieces. If they come away with me, what I tend to do is switch the electric off, run on the gas, and I turn it down to about 40 degrees, because you know what kids are like. They'll go to the tap, put it on hot, and when it's hot, that hot water is hot.
Yeah.
Obviously once they're a bit older, they're not too bad, but I've got 2 little ones, so that's...
How do you say that gas?
So the gas one, to turn it off, is just the grey collar around the outside. So you see when it's on the 0, it's off. When you turn it to the gas flame, you'll see the little green light will come on to let you know it's on. Okay? If your gas doesn't light, it'll come up with a little red LED light next to it there. If your gas hasn't lit, normally it's one or 2 things. One, you're out of gas or you haven't switched the bottle on at the front. Or number 2, you know I said about the cover externally.
Yeah.
If you've got that cover on the outside, the gas system will not light because there's not enough oxygen in the system for it to ignite.
Yeah.
Okay, and then just switch your gas off. It's just as simple as turn it to the little 0 and that's off now. But what I'll do is, obviously I'll switch these off now so we know your water boiler's off for you.
Yeah.
And once we finish the demonstration, I will drain the boiler and I'll drain the system down so it's winterised for you. So when I deliver it to you, it'll already be set and ready for winter, so you won't have to worry about draining anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's your water boiler. I'll do your heating system next. So your fire's up behind us here. The electric controls for your fire are on the wall. The gas controls are on the top of the fire itself here. Okay, so I'll show you on the electric first. Again, the grey collar turns around the outside. When it's on the 0 in the middle, it's switched off. And all the switches here is just the main switch. So if we've got that switched off, you'll see there's no control on the switches. So you need to have this one turned on, and that puts the power to this switch. And all it is, it goes zeros off, 500, 1,000, or all the way up to 2,000 at the top. And all that is that's kilowatts. That's the amount of electric you send into the fire. The more electric you send to it, the faster your fire will heat up. That's all it is. So you can run your fire quite perfectly well on 500 kilowatts, but all it is, it'll take longer to get up to that heat. Where obviously if you turn it up to 2,000, if the electric on your site will take it, turn it on 2,000, and it means that fire will heat up a lot quicker than it will on any others. And then all it is it's thermostatically controlled on the outside. Number 9 is obviously the highest temperature, down to number 1, which is the lowest temperature output. Okay?
Yeah.
And all that's doing is heating up the electric element inside the fire here.
Yeah.
Okay? To then circulate that air around the van,
Yeah.
all you do is on this side, turn the little slider switch on to A. And then this is your fan speed, 1 to 5 there. But what it is with the fan will only blow when the fire's up to temperature. So if you imagine, it'll wait until the fire's heated up before it starts blowing that air around, because what it doesn't want to do is blow cold air around the van for you. And then what the fan will do, once it's reached that temperature, the fans will shut off, and then until it cools down in here, then the fans will kick in again and start circulating the air back round for you. So it switches on and off. Okay?
Yep.
So I'll turn the electric off now. For the gas, really, really simple. I love these fires. This is your gas controls. This is your thermostat, so 1 to 10. All you need to do to light your gas is turn it round. You hear it clicking? To light it, just simply hold it down. When it stops clicking, lift your finger off. Woof, you'll hear the fire light. If it doesn't light, it'll carry on clicking at you. So if it clicks again, simply do the same again. Just hold it down till it stops clicking, lift your finger off, woof, and it's lit. It's as easy as that. Okay? And then obviously for the gas off, is just turn it back past the 0. And that's it. It's good because if you have accidentally left it on,
Yeah.
you'll hear it ticking away. So when you hear it ticking, you know you haven't quite turned it enough, just turn it past the 0 and that's your gas off.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's on now to...
So when it's in the middle, it's off. To circulate the air around, it's to the A. So A is for your heating.
Yeah.
The one on the other side, this one, we'll jump past Christmas, we'll jump past spring, and we'll say it's summertime now. Especially if you've got the dog in here and say you're going out for a while. What you can do is just turn the fan to this one. What this is a manual ride for the fan. So what this fan's doing now is drawing in air from outside and just simply blowing it round your van.
Is there air conditioning?
It's sort of, yeah. It's not. It'll only be as cold as the air is outside. It's like switching it like a fan on here. It's like switching a fan on. That's it. So all that's doing now is just blowing some fresh air around the van for you. So it's a good way of keeping it cool in the summer. Okay. So that's the easiest way of remembering it. A for heat, and the little hand symbol is for your manual for the summertime.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So, pigtail I was on about. This is your gas pigtail, so I'll fit that for you. So imagine this end will be attached to the van, and then this is the end that you attach to your gas bottles. Okay? Yeah. And then this is the little pipe fitting for your external gas barbecue. So all you do is put the rubber hose on this end, and then this is the end you attach inside the van. Once you push that up inside that fitting, it'll allow you to turn that tap, which then will take the gas from the gas bottles to whatever gas appliance you want to run externally outside the van.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Happy with everything so far? Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I know it's a lot of information, but hence why we do the video as well.
Yeah.
So, inside this one here, got your stereo. Don't worry, there is a manual inside here for your stereo. I would love to explain all the features of the stereos, but I probably see about 100 different stereos a year, so I'll struggle to learn them all. The main thing I want to show you in here is your TV aerial. So this is your onboard TV aerial here. All you do to use it is simply unscrew this one here till it goes loose. You don't have to take it all the way off, and then you can just push it up in the air. Okay?
Right.
So all that's doing now is pushing your TV aerial higher up in the air. What you can also do is turn it around as well. So point it in whatever direction you want to point it in. And then the other one is the little handle on the bottom here.
Yeah.
When you wind this round, what that's doing is sending it from being flat and it's tilting it on its side. So again, it gives you more range for getting a TV signal. Just make sure when you finish using it that you wind it back So it's sitting flat on the roof again before you pull it back down.
Sorry.
It's alright, no worries. So, best advice with this is when you get to your site, have a look which way everyone else has got theirs pointing it. So, it'll save you a lot of time.